And welcome to wherever you are. This is the Snohomish Times Sports Network. I'm Matty Bishop alongside STSPN.com's producer Todd Elvig, and we are bringing you a special Saturday afternoon presentation of District 1 4A playoff volleyball between the Jackson Timberwolves and the Monroe Bearcats. We're here at the Wolf Den, the home of the 2010 state champion Jackson Volleyball Timberwolves. They finished third in the Wesco 4A regular season. This is a first-round matchup in the District 1 playoffs. Top two teams from districts go to state. It is a double elimination tournament. Monroe Bearcats coming in. They snuck into the playoffs in the number 6 seed, but all that matters now is that they qualified. Anything can happen. Winner goes on to face Kamiak Tuesday night at Kamiak in a second-round matchup. The loser will be in a loser-out matchup, I believe, on Tuesday night as well.
I want to know how you got a T-shirt.
That loser-out matchup happens at Marysville-Pilchuck High School on Thursday. We'll be back in just a moment with First Serve on STSPN.com.
How did you get that?
Massive shout out to Jackson senior outside hitter Ciara Cho, hooking me up with not just a Jackson volleyball t-shirt, a Jackson volleyball tank top. Watch out, Adult League at Uprising Volleyball. The guns are coming out this week. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Today's district championship or district playoff matchups are brought to you by Uprising Volleyball. We're working to be a huge part of the volleyball community here in Snohomish County, bringing you Wesco 4A Volleyball District 1 playoffs on STSPN.com. Also, we've got our indoor beach hybrid club team at our warehouse facility down in Mukilteo. Beach tournaments coming in next summer. All kinds of great stuff happening. Check out uprisingvolleyball.com. If you know an aspiring U13 or U14 player who's looking for a team, we have a couple spots left. Tryouts this morning for our U14 age group. We put together a very, very strong U14 team and have a very committed group looking to put together a second team. All these athletes have 1 to 2 years of club and beach volleyball experience. If you're looking for a home, check out uprisingvolleyball.com. Shoot me an email, uprisingvolleyball@gmail.com. Huge shout out as well. More broadcasts than ever before for volleyball and STSPN.com, brought to you primarily by Ace Hardware and Lake Stevens. Make sure that you check those guys out. Thank them for their support of our volleyball community. McDaniel's Do-It Center in Snohomish has been a huge supporter this year. Fred's Rivertown Ale House, GNS Heating and Cooling, all have helped make this possible. And, of course, at the end of the match, we will do the Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match. At the service line for the Jackson Timberwolves, ready to get us started, is Christina Johnson. She's a junior, right side. She has been an impact player for Jackson all season long. Looks like familiar lineups from both sides. We got Paige Wilson and Ciara Cho, your outside hitters. The big senior middle, Lauren Dimmelin, is in. She is the player of the match from the Thursday night match against Glacier Peak, the Speedway Chevrolet player of the match, I should say. Your libero for Jackson, Haley Pistol, and your setter is Taylor Eastwood. That's Avery Davidson with the pass for Monroe, run down by Brooke Barnes. Davidson with the swing, dig pistol. Eastwood out of the back row, Johnson, and nobody touched it. Somebody touched it, nobody touched it. Nobody saw it be touched. It's a point for Monroe. Professional line judges. Actual officials on the corners. And we're going to have a little conversation with the line judge. Oftentimes this is the first time that the paid refs get an opportunity line judges in district playoffs, so they're getting their toes wet. Not a lot of practice through the course of the season. Back at the service line for Monroe, number 10, their junior setter, Tater McGovern. She's been a fantastic leader for this team in all facets of the game. There's Lauren Dimmelin for the Timberwolves. She gets the first kill of the match for Jackson. listed at 6'2". She's a senior, exceptionally talented young lady. Into the match to serve and play defense in place of Ciara Cho is the senior defensive specialist Lauren Atwood. She serves right at Megan Toomey. Sophie Barber chops that one off the hands of the block. Pick up by Johnson. Paige Wilson into the big block of Barber and Davidson. So Ellie Lewis, a freshman right side in the match for Monroe. Your libero is Lexi Carpenter. We mentioned Tatum McGovern's your setter. Checking into the match is an outside hitter, number 8, Sarah Day. And serving is your other outside, Avery Davidson. Here's right side, Dimmelin swinging straight up off that right pin. She misfires just wide. Point for the Bearcats. This Monroe team is young. They certainly have all the pieces. You look at the freshman right side, 6-footer Ellie Lewis. She's got a ton of match experience this year. A pair of sophomore outside hitters. There's Lewis right on cue with her first kill of the night. Thanks, Ellie, for making me look like I know what I'm talking about. Avery Davidson continues to serve. Sarah Day, Avery Davidson, your outside hitters, just sophomores for this Monroe team. We mentioned Tatum McGovern's a junior. Ellie gets a little tip kill there off the defender. That'll count on our extremely unofficial Uprising volleyball stat sheet. Lexi Carpenter, I believe, is a junior as well. That is true, looking at my roster here. Sophia Barber, also a junior. So Monroe got a lot of things going for him. A young team like this can really catch fire come playoff time. Barber misses just wide there. We're going to see Samantha Zimmerman come in. She's been notable in her absence this year. Well, not her absence. She's contributed quite well playing across the back row. She's had some shoulder issues, has not been able to swing or play front row at all this season. She was very good as a sophomore last year, so she'll be looking to be back for the Bearcats next season. A dig by Atwood. She's going to send a free ball over now. Lexi Carpenter pops that ball up. Tatum McGovern does a nice job of running it down. Roll shot from Sarah Day. Eastwood pushes that ball wide from Wilson. Right at McGovern. Carpenter out of system for Day again. Day pops that one off of Wilson. Run down by Eastwood. Out of the back row, the lefty Atwood. Picked up by Day. McGovern, here's Lewis. Pulls it back into play, dig Atwood. Eastwood. Wilson pounds it off the block and down, and Paige Wilson with her first kill of the match. She's a sophomore as well, speaking of talented young players.
Hey, explain something to me. Why would they take Cho out like after two, what do you call them, volleys?
Two rallies.
Two rallies. So early in the match.
What they're doing is they're using Lexi Atwood as a defensive specialist to play across the back row. So they've decided Lauren Atwood, not Lexi. They're using Lauren as a defensive specialist. They've decided she gives them a little bit of an advantage in serve receive or in defense. So Ciara will come back in to play across the front row, where Lauren's not quite as good. Here's Ellie Lewis, swing off the block, pick up by Pistol. Taylor Eastwood, quick in the middle. That's I think that's Olivia Skibble. That is not Olivia Skibble. That's Ava Doney playing in the middle for Jackson. Ava Doney, we saw her feature in the middle against Glacier Peak a couple weeks ago when Paige Wilson was out. That was a funky Jackson lineup, performed very well in that match, but couldn't get it done. We see Ava Doney getting more opportunities. There's Sarah Day off the block, pick up by Pistol. Out of system set from Johnson and Eastwood at the same time, I guess, and Johnson sends a free ball. Here's the back set for Lewis, and she hammers that one down. Ellie Lewis is on fire here early in set number 1. She's got 3 kills already for the Bearcats. She's going to check out across the back row. Brooke Barnes is going to step in to serve and set, another sophomore for Monroe. Tatum McGovern will stay in the front row. She's going to hit right side most likely. Haley Pistol. Eastwood over the top, Paige Wilson. Nice dig by the setter Barnes. McGovern pops that ball up. Double contact called. Tough move on that step pivot for McGovern, especially when you had the defender there a little confused as to how to take the out-of-system ball. That brings Paige Wilson to the service line for the Timberwolves. She goes right after McGovern, and a service ace for Paige Wilson. As a setter, you don't get a ton of serve receive reps. They're counting on her here, pulling her back to pass out of serve receive, moving the outside hitter Sarah Day up to give her a little extra time and space to concentrate on hitting. Tatum McGovern, one of my favorites. She can do it all. She's an all-around player, pretty accomplished athlete on the beach as well. Speaking of accomplished athletes on the beach, here's Megan Toomey checking in to play some defense and serve for the Bearcats. That ball just down on the line, and the tip kill from Christina Johnson. Ava Doney comes back to serve for Jackson. Junior, listed at 5'10". She plays both middle and right side. We've seen her in some action this year. Big swing from Davidson. That high point of contact picks it off the hands. Beautiful set from Taylor Eastwood. Nice pickup from McGovern. Out of system ball off the platform at Toomey. McGovern sends a free ball back over. Pass by Wilson, set Eastwood and Johnson. Net violation call against Monroe. And that's Lilia Perez.
Ties it up.
Called for the net violation. So Johnson missed long, but Perez touching the net gives the point to the Timberwolves. Doney continues to serve. There's Avery Davidson with the pass. Barnes pushes it outside for her, and she just slaps it off the block. We talked about it many times this year. My favorite part about Avery Davidson's game is that really high point of contact. She has an incredible reach. She touches the ball really high. And as she matures and as that arm swing gets faster and faster, it's going to get more and more lethal. Perez misfires there. Christina Johnson, junior right side for Jackson, back to serve. Brings your setter, Taylor Eastwood, to the front row. She's a lefty. Watch that wicked setter dump. Brooke Barnes picks that ball up out of the net, but Monroe can't deal with it. Nice serve from Johnson here. About as even as it gets right through the first 20 points.
I think it's their first lead of the game.
Jackson is neck and neck. First lead. Carpenter out of system. She goes wide for Davidson. Little tip right to Eastwood. Dimmelin with a swing. Nice pickup by Carpenter. Brooke Barnes. Davidson misfires on that one. Tough set, just a smidge behind her. And she was a little quick into her footwork, not making the adjustment in time. I really like Lexi Carpenter, libero for Monroe. Sacrifices the body. Very entertaining to watch as she comes up with some incredible digs back there. Johnson continues to serve. This one down the line, and McGovern again. Barnes back set for McGovern, pulls her inside, just a little roll shot. Pick up by Johnson. Eastwood out of the back row. Here's Christina Johnson. Nice job by Barber and Davidson. Good cover on the block. Ciara Cho with the swing right at Carpenter. Barnes, here's McGovern again. Little bit bigger swing this time. Tatum McGovern gets her first kill of the match. That'll bring her back to serve. That brings the freshman Ellie Lewis back into the front row for Monroe.
You know, their pads on their knees don't look that big, and they hit the floor all the time.
One might say, and I might be that one, service ace from Tatum McGovern there, that I haven't worn knee pads to play volleyball in at least 15 years. Very rarely do you find yourself in a good situation where your knees are touching the ground first. Most often, if you're going to stretch out, if you're going to dive for a ball, it's going to be your stomach or chest that's coming down for the ball. Nice dig by Megan Toomey there. Outside, Davidson off the block, pick up by Pistol. Eastwood for Cho, Ciara Cho. What a swing from the left side. She finds a seam in the block and hammers that one down. She's another player that we've talked about throughout the season, complimented on her nice high point of contact. She does a nice variety of things. What happens is she hits a couple of those big, heavy balls early, pounds them down, and that's going to open up a little bit more of a finesse game later in the match. Lauren Atwood with the serve, and that's a service ace for the lefty Atwood. Second ace of the match so far for Jackson. It has been serve-receive that's held Monroe back at times this season. Davidson, McGovern, Ellie Lewis off the block and in. Big block up on the right side. That's Taylor Eastwood and Lauren Dimmelin getting in on that one. Couldn't see who it was off of, so we're going to give them each half a block.
Does volleyball have a term like they do in baseball? Like if they let the ball hit the ground, is that like an error?
There's lots of errors. Depends on the situation.
You wouldn't call it an error?
No, there's many errors. You may call it an error if it was considered to be an easily passable ball. But generally, your passing errors, you're shanking a ball out of play. Sophia Barber, swing across, and that's a very, very tight double contact call from the official. Timeout for Bearcats. Jackson's on fire here in set number 1. We'll be back in about 30 seconds on STSPN.com. Thanks for watching, everybody.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife, Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, we are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
All right, welcome back. It's Lauren Atwood at the service line for the Jackson Timberwolves. They are on quite a run here as they get a free ball. Lauren Dimmelin, Taylor Eastwood. Dimmelin, nice pickup by McGovern as it comes off the block. Out of system set from Barber. Ellie Lewis looking for the hands. Touch is detected. That's going to be a point for Monroe. So the up ref initially indicated a point for Jackson, but then upon conferring with his line judge who had detected the touch, it is a point for the Monroe Bearcats. We've got volleyballs everywhere. Much needed side out for Monroe. Brings sophomore outside hitter Avery Davidson to the service line. Sarah Day into the front row. Christina Johnson, nice pass from her. Paige Wilson hammers that one off the block and down. Wilson's second kill. Those blockers getting straight up, not penetrating across the other side of the net. The block was there, it was well formed, but too much space for the hitter to just hammer that ball down. Lauren Dimmelin serves. Lexi Carpenter, rare misstep from her. Nice job by Tatum McGovern pulling that out of the net, and Sarah Day gets her first kill of the match. I'm not quite sure how Tatum came up with that ball. She just reached out and kind of one-fisted it. I expect her to go low, pull the ball out of the net. She got a fist on it before it contacted the net, and Sarah Day, right on top of the situation, puts it down on the other side. Nice serve from Carpenter. Sarah Day puts that one down. Those are easy kills, and all of a sudden she's got two. Just go up and put the ball in a hole. You don't try and hammer it. You don't try and do anything amazing. You just score the point for your team. They all look like the same on the scoreboard. Haley Pistol, Eastwood. Shot over the top and out, and Ava Doney going for it from that right pin. She misses by about 4 inches. That's my extremely unofficial estimation. Carpenter at the service line still. Now Monroe with a little run. Right back into this one.
Can't jinx them like that.
Give away the opportunity. Bring Taylor Eastwood to the service line. Eastwood is a senior this year. Very impressive young lady. She gives it right back. Maybe I should just stop saying nice things about people.
Yeah.
Brooke Barnes checks in to serve and set for the Bearcats. She's in the back row with Samantha Zimmerman and Lexi Carpenter. Sarah Day, Tatum McGovern, and Lilia Perez in the front row. Service ace for Brooke Barnes. Unofficially, the first ace of the match for the Bearcats comes at a pretty important time here in the first set. Paige Wilson, nice pass from her to Eastwood, and a cheeky little tip from Ava Doney, her first kill of the match. She goes up right hand, full extended and a little wrist away to the corner. Nice play by her. Paige Wilson comes back to the service line. Senior Ciara Cho in to hit from the left pin for the Jackson Timberwolves, and that is a service ace for Paige Wilson, her second of the night. Afternoon, I should say.
It is
District
afternoon.
playoffs throw me off. I don't know what time it is
Could
anymore.
be in the middle of the night to me because I'm tired from last night still.
Brooke Barnes, Tatum McGovern hammers that one off the block. McGovern's got 3 kills for the Bearcats. Avery Davidson back in. Megan Toomey will serve and play defense. Ciara Cho, tight set, nice job from Eastwood, but Doney misfires on it. I wasn't sure Taylor was going to get her hands on that ball. She does a nice job of managing it in the net. Set for Doney, maybe a touch low, but good effort getting that ball in front of her. And this time, Megan Toomey with the service ace as she goes back after Ciara Cho again. Toomey with her first ace of the match. We're going to take a timeout here. Seeing it clearly now, 2020, Jackson and Monroe in set number 1 on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back inside Jackson High School for this afternoon's District 1 first-round playoff match in the 4A category between the Jackson Timberwolves and Monroe Bearcats. I'm Matty Bishop. Today's broadcast brought to you by Uprising Volleyball. Check out our beach indoor hybrid program at uprisingvolleyball.com. It is Megan Toomey, veteran of Uprising Volleyball's summer beach programs, at the service line. Well-played timeout there by Mindy Staudinger, the head coach for the Jackson T-Wolves. They get the service error. That'll bring Ava Doney, the junior middle, back to the service line for Jackson. Got Ciara Cho, Lauren Dimmelin, and Christina Johnson in the front row. It's a good rotation. Oh, good touch by Paige Wilson, but the kill's going to go to Tatum McGovern. She leads all hitters with 4 kills. Talked earlier about her versatility, her ability to play multiple roles. And on display here as she leads all hitters with 4 kills. She's the #1 setter for Monroe. Here's Carasoles, who's in to serve and play some defense. Ciara Cho, and she hammers that one down. Lexi Carpenter back in.
Good match.
Good battle here. It's good. This would be a huge win for a young Bearcats team. Jackson has had a very solid stretch run, coming in 3rd in Wesco 4A. Both of these teams are hungry. Ciara Cho and Lauren Dimmelin all over that quick middle set. Nice job by them. Sophia Barber not happy. Christina Johnson, Megan Toomey, run down by Barnes, bump set for Davidson. Nice set by her, good job digging it out of the net. The libero Pistol punches it back over. Toomey for Barnes, now Davidson again punched over by Pistol. Here's Barnes again, outside for Davidson, off the block, pick up by the setter Barnes. Toomey out of system set tight, Davidson just flicks it over. Cho, Eastwood, outside for Cho, the tip over the top and down. Ciara Cho with her 3rd kill of the night. Good effort, good work by her as she sucks way inside to make that dig on the tip over the top. Barely gets her feet back out, doesn't really have the option for the swing, but has a presence of mind to get up to a high point of contact, push that ball into a hole with the tip, and it is set point for the Timberwolves here in set #1. Avery Davidson, Brooke Barnes, double contact called, and Jackson takes set 1, 25-21. Something tells me we've got plenty of volleyball left here on this Wesco, or sorry, not Wesco. This is a District 1 4A tournament matchup. first round here on STSPN.com. I'm Matty Bishop. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
G&S Heating, Cooling, and Electrical would like to take this opportunity to thank you for giving us a chance to earn your business. In the next few moments, we will present a broad overview of our company and what goes on behind the scenes that sets us apart from our competitors. G&S was founded in 1977. Since then, we have grown to become a well-known leader in the Puget Sound area for residential, commercial HVAC, and electrical services. Our newest location in Everett is just over 8,000 square feet, with nearly 2,000 feet dedicated to our office staff. It houses our call center, accounting, scheduling, sales, and system design departments. 5,000 square feet of our new facility is for our vast inventory of heat pumps, furnaces, ducting, electrical wiring, and associated parts. Our fabrication shop is just over 1,000 square feet. This is where we custom fabricate each sheet metal fitting specifically for your home or building. G&S receives shipments of new HVAC parts and equipment nearly every business day to help streamline our installation process and save our customers money. G&S also has an on-site training facility with actual working HVAC systems. These systems are for ongoing service and installation technician training. We currently employ over 40 highly skilled and motivated individuals in various positions throughout the company. Whether you need an emergency service, new installation, or just a routine maintenance, we have the personnel to get the job done right. G&S maintains a fleet of over 25 well-stocked vehicles spread throughout all 3 departments.
Welcome back inside Jackson High School. Today's District 1 for a playoff matchup between the Jackson Timberwolves and Monroe Bearcats, brought to you by Uprising Volleyball. A couple programs coming up that you might be interested in. We've got our beach indoor hybrid tryouts. U14, U13 tryouts happened this morning. Put together one really solid U14 team. Have a core group together that is really committed, really hard working. For a second group, they're looking for a few more players. Everyone on that team has at least one, most of them 2 years of club and beach experience. If you are looking for a great team to play on, come check us out, uprisingvolleyball.com. Shoot me an email, uprisingvolleyball@gmail.com. High school age tryouts coming up starting on November 12th. We've got plans for a U16, a U15, and a U17/U18 team this year. You can register at uprisingvolleyball.com. We've also got a beach mastery program, beach-only program for high school age kids this year. If you want to play beach and that's what you want to do, we travel about once a month to go down to California or Arizona and play in beach tournaments through the course of the winter, and then that gets us ready for our qualifier season here in the Pacific Northwest, which starts at about mid-April. Broken record time, that is all at uprisingvolleyball.com. Our pleasure to help bring you these matchups here. Especially the district playoff matches. These we find are really important. We want to bring you as many of them as we can. We're hoping to be at Snohomish High School on Tuesday night. We'll have some 3A matchups there. And then looking to be at Marysville-Pilchuck for the loser-out match at 5 p.m. on Thursday, and the the District 1 championship match, winner to state, at 7 on Thursday. Nice District 1 Western Conference Player of the Match, brought to you by Speedway Chevrolet. We got the Player of the Match shirts here. We'll be giving those out in just a little while. Avery Davidson gets the first kill of the second set for the Monroe Bearcats. Her second of the night. She just reaches up and hammers that ball down over the top. Bearcats looking to right the ship here. Again, a young team. They've dealt with adversity this year. They're looking for that signature win, that moment where they really come out and shine and play consistently to their potential. There's Lauren Dimmelin, and it's Sophia Barber with her first block of the night, and it is a big one. That's a nice connection between Eastwood and Dimmelin, but Barber was not fooled at all. She was all over that one, and Monroe out of the gate strong here in set number 2. Paige Wilson. Eastwood outside Ciara Cho now. Nice touch by Toomey. Free ball sent by McGovern. Dimmelin out of system. Wilson, Cho, free ball over the top. Ball's popped up by Davidson. Run down by McGovern. Toomey out of the back row. Right at the setter, Eastwood. Out of system set from Pistol. Free ball sent over by Johnson. Lewis. Here's quick in the middle for Barber. Right at the libero. Pistol. Nice dig by her. Christina Johnson puts that one over with her hands. McGovern pops it up. Out of system set from Carpenter. Davidson hammers that one right into Wilson and out of play. Avery Davidson, her second kill of set number 2. Tatum McGovern at the service line. Nice defense by both sides there. McGovern sends that one just long. Nice read by Pistol, letting that one go. Christina Johnson to the service line. Avery Davidson, nice job by Tatum McGovern to pop that ball up. Kept alive, free ball sent by Johnson. There's Toomey. McGovern quick for Barber, off the block, nice cover by Toomey. McGovern, this time it's Lewis off the block again. Guess who? Megan Toomey. And then some confusion between McGovern and Lewis as to who is going to take that one. Nice work by the junior Megan Toomey, picking those balls up, covering her hitters off the block. If you're a young player at home, that's a skill that doesn't go on the stat sheet but is essential to a team. That's served down the line right at Davidson. McGovern, Davidson puts that ball over the block, and Avery Davidson continues her work here. She's got 4 kills now. Sarah Day checks into the front row for Monroe. Davidson, that ball tickles the tape. Paige Wilson, nice job dealing with it. Dimmelin hammers it off the block, pick up by McGovern, run down by Lewis. Shot over the top, dug by Pistol. Outside here, Ciara Cho, nice high reach. Davidson digs that one. Great set from McGovern, and Sarah Day just misses. Looking for the touch, but it wasn't there. Samantha Zimmerman checks into the back row. She takes the place of Avery Davidson. She's in there primarily to shore up their serve, receive, passing. Lauren Atwood, the lefty defensive specialist, comes in for Ciara Cho. On the Jackson side, she's going to step up to serve. 2, that is a wicked serve. Holy smokes, her second ace of the night. That ball was flat and clean. U.S. national team Jim, they call that fleen, right over the tape, just barely touched the top of the tape. Difficult serve to pass. Atwood again. This one has a little top spin, but Sarah Day can't manage, and Lauren Atwood has 3 aces on the match so far. So quick start from the Bearcats. Shows now puts, with Lauren Atwood at the service line, Monroe goes to a 2-person serve receive with Zimmerman and Carpenter. Carpenter, beautiful pass on that one. Quick in the middle for Barber, but it's Dimmelin and Wilson there to take that one away. Beautiful read. Nice disciplined defense from the senior Lauren Dimmelin, and her sophomore outside hitter Paige Wilson took away all the options from the middle. Sophia Barber on Monroe's side. Atwood continues to serve. Nice run by Jackson. That's another service ace for Atwood. Again, that flat, clean serve, and it looks like it's going to sail out, and then it just dies. It's like the bottom falls out at it. Nothing is more infuriating than trying to pass that ball. You just can't quite tell what it's going to do. Atwood again. She's going after Zimmerman. Jump pivot for McGovern. Day misses over the top. Timeout coming for the Bearcats. Jackson's on a roll. We'll be back here on STSPN.com.
When you shop at Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, you not only find what you need, we make sure you get the help you need too. Hi, this is Gray Eaglestead, and I own Lake Stevens Ace Hardware with my wife Christine.
We'll greet you at the door and answer any questions you have about what you need. We're all about serving our customers and our community.
We support local high school sports and many other Lake Stevens organizations and events throughout the year.
So the next time you need something for that job around the house and a little friendly advice, come see us.
Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens. We are the helpful hardware folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks.
Welcome back inside Jackson High School. Monroe came out to a blazing start here in set 2 after dropping the first set to the home team, the Timberwolves. But Jackson with Lauren Atwood at the service line has on a roll now. The senior lefty, very impressive. She's set this year. She's been a defensive specialist. She's a poster child of being an all-around player. There's Ellie Lewis on the right side. She gets her 4th kill of the night. She joins Avery Davidson and Tatum McGovern to lead all hitters. Each of those 3 have 4 kills apiece. Lexi Carpenter at the service line for Monroe. She goes after Atwood, and service ace for Lexi Carpenter. Jackson has not been immune to serve-receive troubles at some points in this season. So often the winner and loser comes down to the serve-receive game. Who can better control those 2 facets of the game? Nice, perfect pass from Atwood there. Quick outside for Paige Wilson. That ball's off the tape. Nope, off the block and out. So Wilson gets credit for the kill. She's got 3 kills, 2 aces, and half a block. A block assist, we'll call it. Lauren Dimmelin, senior middle for the Jackson Timberwolves at the service line. Brings Ava Doney into the front row. Oh, the setter dump. Tatum McGovern caught him sleeping. Her 5th kill of the night that time. When they're running the 6-2 with Brooke Barnes, Tatum as a back row setter has to stay below the height of the net when she dumps that. She can't go up and use that big aggressive left-handed dump. Didn't matter there. She just caught the Jackson defense sleeping. Nice touch. Good free ball sent back over from Jackson as a beautiful serve from Brooke Barnes. Her set back to McGovern and a beautiful back set from Brooke Barnes, and Tatum McGovern with 6 kills on the night. For those of you keeping score at home, Brooks Barnes, number 7 for Monroe, is checked in to serve and set. Another good serve from her, out of system set from Atwood. Paige Wilson, look at that reach. She gets up high over top of that ball and hammers it down on the hard angle, around the block and to the floor. Nice job by Wilson. Taylor Eastwood. Zimmerman, nice pass for Barnes. Roll shot over the top, McGovern. That's picked up. Nice cover there by Atwood. Eastwood fires that ball right at Carpenter. Barnes for McGovern, and she puts it down. All of a sudden, Tatum McGovern has 7 kills on the night. Megan Toomey back into the match for Monroe. They've got a little fire here. Funky serve, kind of a side spin. It's a double contact on Eastwood as Paige Wilson struggled to put that pass up, and then Eastwood struggled to take the spin off of it. I'm not sure if that was intentional by Toomey, but that is a wicked serve. She goes after Haley Pistol this time. This ball passed 15 feet off. Out of system swing for Wilson. Dig by Barnes. Carpenter. Here's right side McGovern. Hammers it through the block. Picked up by Atwood. Run down by Pistol. We're going to see a free ball from Johnson. Here's Toomey. Barnes. Outside for Davidson, and she hammers it off the hands of Haley Pistol, and Avery Davidson's got 5 kills on the match now. She has come alive here in set number 2. Megan Toomey continues to serve. This time she misfires. So last time we got here at about 11 each. Jackson went on a big run. Paige Wilson at the service line for the Timberwolves right now. Monroe working out of rotation 2. Davidson. Barnes, back set for McGovern. Roll shot over the top, picked up by Wilson. Eastwood way back the other side for Johnson. Slowed down by the block, picked up by Carpenter. Out of system set, Toomey. Davidson, nice dig, Wilson. Eastwood quick for Ciara Cho, right at Carpenter, and a net violation called. And it is, looks like number 10. That's going to be Tatum McGovern they get for the net violation. Nice swing by Ciara Cho, but it was right at the libero, Lexi Carpenter. Paige Wilson continues to serve for Jackson. Davidson, and can't handle that one. Service ace for Paige Wilson, her 3rd of the match. Got to figure she's going to play a prominent role for this Jackson team for at least 2 more years, hopefully. Avery Davidson, pick up by Brooke Barnes. Tatum McGovern, nice pickup by Haley Pistol. Christina Johnson, what a pickup by Carpenter. Barnes, Davidson, right at Pistol. Here's Eastwood, bump set, kept in play by Johnson, right at McGovern. Barnes outside for Davidson again. The footwork's funny, but she gets a swing right at Wilson. Cho brings it back from the bench. That ball, Paige Wilson trying to send it down the line, trying to be aggressive with that, and she just missed. Dalia Perez, senior middle for Monroe. Oh, nice quick outside play for Ciara Cho. Eastwood to Cho, connecting on that fast up-tempo set to the left pin. It's like about a second step tempo. It is beautiful. It's a low, flat set. Cho goes up and just hammers it down. Things you can do when you've got an experienced senior setter like Taylor Eastwood in your lineup. Here's Brooke Barnes. Quick. Oh, nice job slowing it down, but Doney can't come up with it, and Sophia Barber gets the kill for the Bearcats. Ellie Lewis checks back into the front row. Tatum McGovern to the service line. She'll take over the setter responsibilities. Lewis, Barber, and Davidson in the front row. McGovern misses just long again. I believe that's the second one she's missed with her serve tonight. Christina Johnson back to serve for the Timberwolves. Davidson, McGovern, here's Avery Davidson off the block, covers her own. Barber goes up, pushes it off the hands, nice pickup from Johnson. Good set from Eastwood, and Ciara Cho pushes it down the line into the hole. Nice choice by her. Was going to be a difficult play to get a controlled swing on. She just goes up strong and early. Big open hand tip down the line. Good play from the senior Cho. Johnson, Toomey, run down by McGovern. Here's Lewis, hammers this one off the hands, pick up by Cho. Eastwood keeps it alive. Down ball out of the back row from Johnson, right at Carpenter. McGovern quick in the middle for Barber, and Sophia Barber tips that one at the hard angle. Nice job by her to find a hole. It's a very aggressive set for your middle from Tatum McGovern there. Connects with Sophia. Sophia's smart just to put that ball in a hole. Gets the kill. Avery Davidson on the service line. Sarah Day back into the front row for the Bearcats. Eastwood, Dimmelin. Taylor Eastwood and Lauren Dimmelin. It's a senior connection for the Jackson Timberwolves, and it is a good one. If I had to say one thing about this match is that we haven't seen much of the Eastwood-Dimmelin connection yet for Jackson. Their offense has really been at the left pin. Ciara Cho and Paige Wilson, 5 kills for Cho, 4 for Wilson. Lauren Atwood misfires on that one there. Bunch of service aces scoring points, 3 for Wilson, 4 for Atwood. Lexi Carpenter with an ace already in this match. She's at the service line for the Monroe Bearcats. Oh, that's an aggressive serve right at Lauren Atwood. Carpenter with her second ace of the match. Junior, libero, Lexi Carpenter serving again. This one off the tape and down. It's a pair of aces. And Monroe right back in this one. We've got ourselves a very exciting match. It is playoff time. We talked about it. Monroe came in that number 6 seed in Wesco to qualify for the District 1 bracket. Doesn't matter now. It is a double elimination tournament from here on out. Anything can happen. A good young team like the Bearcats can catch a spark, ride it through. Jackson wants to do everything in their power to make sure that that doesn't happen at their expense. They want to go match up against Kamiak on Tuesday night. Tatum McGovern, and that's a quick in the middle for Lilia Perez. What a swing, what a set. Nice connection between the senior Perez and the junior McGovern. Brooke Barnes, a sophomore setter, back in to serve and set. That means Tatum McGovern's going to be hitting the right pin in the front row. Sarah Day yet to really catch fire in this match. She scores points in bunches for the Bearcats. Lauren Atwood. Eastwood. Woo, that's quick and doubly, but the block was there anyway. Perez and McGovern They'll get credit for the block on that one. Tatum McGovern has done a little bit of everything here so far tonight. Brooke Barnes at the service line. And she goes after Johnson, and a service ace for Brooke Barnes, her second. And that's going to be a timeout for the Jackson Timberwolves. Monroe on a roll here towards the end of set number 2. We'll be back in 30 seconds on STSPN.com.
Hey volleyball fans, it is a great time to be part of the uprising. We've got adult and junior leagues, club hybrid programs, private personal training, court rentals, and much, much more. Check us out. We're Snohomish County's only indoor beach and hardcourt volleyball facility, uprisingvolleyball.com.
Welcome back inside Jackson High School. Today's District 1 4A volleyball first-round playoff matchup brought to you by Uprising Volleyball, Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do-It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, GNS Heating and Cooling, and of course the Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match Award will be given out at the end of this afternoon's match. Right now the Monroe Bearcats sophomore setter Brooke Barnes at the service line. She goes after Lauren Atwood. Tough rundown by Taylor Eastwood, and that's Olivia Skibble who's checked into the match now in place of Ava Doney for Jackson. Out of system set from Carpenter. Sarah Day might have misfired on it, might have done that on purpose. She's got 3 kills on the match, and she tends to score points in bunches. When it's good, it's very good for Sarah Day. That one looked like a bit of a mishit, but that off-speed ball scored. Service ace for Barnes. All of a sudden, she's got 3 aces. Monroe's got control of set number 2. You see Eastwood and Pistol talking to each other. Not sure exactly what they're working out there. Barnes looking to keep the pressure. She's been going after Atwood in the middle. That passes up, run down by Eastwood. Paige Wilson, touch is detected, and that's a point and a kill for Wilson. She's got 5 on the match now. Jackson desperately needed that side out. Taylor Eastwood back at the service line. She will set. Checking into them. No sub on that one. On the 5-1, you don't get a sub there. Sam Zimmerman, Brooke Barnes, Tatum McGovern hammers it off the tape. And my goodness, even when things aren't working all that well for Tatum McGovern, things are going pretty well as she hammers that ball off the tape. Missed it by just a little, but it comes up and dies on the Jackson side. Megan Toomey checks in to serve for the Bearcats. Deep serve by Meggs. Nice pass from Wilson. She gets a swing back on the other side. Ball's kept alive. Tipped back over by Eastwood. Barnes, just couldn't quite connect with Davidson. Pistol runs that one down. Eastwood outside for Wilson, and Paige Wilson puts that ball on the floor. Lauren Atwood checks out. Ciara Cho checks into the front row. Paige Wilson's got 3 aces so far on the night. She goes back to the service line for the Jackson Timberwolves. Monroe Bearcats head coach April Munoz calls a timeout. We're going to go ahead and stick with you here towards the end of set number 2. Talk to you a little bit about these broadcasts, about this season. So it's been the biggest season yet that we've seen for volleyball here on STSPN.com. Would not have been possible without a couple things happening. One of them is the support from Ace Hardware Lake Stevens, McDaniel's Do-It Center, GNS Heating and Cooling, Speedway Chevrolet, Fred's Rivertown Ale House. All of these companies have stepped up and put huge support into our volleyball community, along with Uprising Volleyball, to help make these matches possible. The other thing that makes these matches possible is your viewership. The reason we're getting a lot of these matches is because volleyball is getting more views than other sports. Keep watching, keep sharing the links, keep pushing out the archives. Let's keep those numbers going up and get more volleyball here on STSPN.com. Brooke Barnes sets outside for Avery Davidson. She misfires there. Paige Wilson at the service line. She's a very experienced sophomore, swung up to varsity last year as a freshman. She goes right after Davidson. Perfect pass from her to Barnes. Perez, dig by Wilson. pushed outside for Cho. Down the line, pick up by Barnes. Out of system bump set all the way corner to corner from Carpenter. Pick up by Pistol. Here's Ciara Cho off the block. Pick up by Davidson. Bump set, out of system for Barnes. That ball's down. Nope, picked up by Wilson. Back the other way, Johnson, and Megan Toomey pops that one up in the air. And net violation against Lilia Perez is the call against the Bearcats. And Jackson on a roll here into set number 2. Jackson up 1-0. Carpenter pushes that ball forward. The pancake from Barnes, and the wheels have fallen off a bit for the young Monroe team. Be looking to see their character right now, see if they can right the ship, grab that confidence. You can see Tatum McGovern directing traffic out there. She's got 3 years, or this is her 3rd year as a starter. Perfect pass from Carpenter. Right side, McGovern, and it's a big stuff block. Ciara Cho and Olivia Skibble gave them no place to go. And Jackson serving to take a 2-0 lead here. Paige Wilson at the service line for the Timberwolves. Megan Toomey. Barnes pushes it back for McGovern. Roll shot over the top. Ciara Cho's all over it. Eastwood outside for Cho. That ball off the block, kept alive by Johnson. Swing, nice up by Carpenter. Run down by Barnes. Here comes a free ball from Toomey. Great hustle from Monroe. Here's Jackson trying to put away set 2. It's picked up. McGovern tips it over. Skibble pops it up in the air. Oh my, that's a horrible call. That is an atrocious call by the official. As Skibble pops that ball up in the air, it was a first contact, so a double is legal. He calls a prolonged contact. That ball came off of her hands, and that rally ends prematurely on the official's whistle. Senior Lilia Perez back to the service line for the Bearcats. Misfires on that one. Jackson, set point number 2 for them. Olivia Skibble at the service line. She's a junior, 6'1", middle. Avery Davidson. Barnes for Davidson. Big swing over the top, pick up by Eastwood. Johnson going quick for Ciara Cho, and that's the big block from McGovern, and Barber puts that one down. We've got ourselves a good one here. 25 each. We're playing bonus volleyball. McGovern to the service line. The freshman, 6 foot right side, Lewis in for Monroe. Here's Cho. What a pickup by Carpenter. McGovern. Lewis rolls that over the top right at the center, Eastwood. Into the middle, Dimmelin off the hands, picked up again by McGovern. Bump set from Carpenter. Avery Davidson hammers it down the line, and it's a kill, her 6th of the match for Avery Davidson. First set point of set number 2 for Monroe. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Jackson calls a timeout. We got set point coming up here on STSPN.com.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At G&S, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Our Mitsubishi ductless heat pumps allow you to control the temperature in each room separately, all of which can be controlled from your smartphone or tablet. Because we are the mini split experts here in Washington, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. Call G&S Heating, Cooling, and Electrical today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Welcome back. It is Jackson's first set point, or I'm sorry, Monroe's first set point. Jackson's had 2 already. Tatum McGovern at the service line. Tough serve. Johnson pops it up. Out of system set from Wilson. Ciara Cho and Avery Davidson can't handle that one. Big swing and a big kill. Her 6th of the match. Ciara Cho, that high point of contact, that high reach. Avery Davidson just didn't make the read she was looking for. Christina Johnson at the service line for the Timberwolves. They're trying to take a 2-0 lead. Tatum McGovern, nice jump pin of it for Ellie Lewis. Nice pickup by Haley Pistol. Ciara Cho swings again. Good pickup by Lewis there. Toomey out of system set. Lewis, oh, I like it when a player's aggressive with that ball. Ellie would like to have that one back, I'm sure. She was trying to cut it cross court and just couldn't quite tickle it over the tape. And it's a 3rd set point for the Jackson Timberwolves. This time it's junior right side Christina Johnson at the service line. That ball picked up by Carpenter, McGovern, Barber, and the big block from the senior Lauren Dimmelin, and it's a 28-26 win in set number 2 for the Jackson Timberwolves. They take a 2-0 lead here in this first round playoff match for District 1 in the 4A category. We'll be right back in about 2 minutes with set number 3 on STSPN.com.
Your American dream is out there, so go get it. Dreams don't come easy. They're gonna make you work for it. So put on your work boots, fire up your laptop, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because there's gonna be some late nights. American Family Insurance is your American dream insurance. We protect your home, your car, your business, and the most valuable thing you will ever own. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
American Family Insurance.
Contributing sponsors throughout the volleyball season on STSPN.com. Make sure you thank these companies for investing in our volleyball community, for making these broadcasts happen. They are Ace Hardware in Lake Stevens, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, Speedway Chevrolet, who presents our player of the match at the end of each match, this one included. McDaniel's Do It Center and GNS Heating and Cooling, all of them have invested in our volleyball community, and we hope that our volleyball community will thank them by going out and investing a little bit in them. Christina Johnson comes back to the service line for the Timberwolves. They start in what is essentially rotation 4. Their setter, Taylor Eastwood, starting left front. Ciara Chose, your outside hitter. Lauren Dimmelin, your libero. That's Avery Davidson with the pass from Monroe. Brooke Barnes set for Tatum McGovern, and McGovern puts down her 9th kill of the match. She leads all hitters with 9 kills. Not much that she hasn't done so far. Tatum McGovern, add a service ace to that now. That was one thing that she hadn't done. She's now got a couple block assists, an ace, and 9 kills. Megan Toomey is your defensive specialist. Lexi Carpenter in the back row as well. And McGovern with a second ace. Again, Monroe coming out of the gate strong. These first couple points, Ellie Lewis, Avery Davidson, and Sophia Barber in the front row for the Bearcats. Haley Pistol picks this ball up. Set by Eastwood for Johnson out of the back row. She cuts it right at McGovern. Out of system set for Carpenter. It's tight, and oh my. There was a volleyball bouncing all over the place. At the end of the day, it was a point for Jackson. Lauren Atwood, who has done damage from the service line. Senior defensive specialist, takes the place of Ciara Cho. She will serve for Jackson. A low, flat serve. Megan Toomey pops it straight up in the air. Great job by McGovern running it down. Ellie Lewis trying to crush that one. Crushes it right into the tape. Atwood's serve has been tough to handle all afternoon here. This time she changes speed, goes after Davidson. Set for Davidson, right at Pistol. Her swing here out of the back row is Johnson off the block, and Christina Johnson with a kill out of the back row. Paige Wilson, nice read by McGovern. Carpenter. Oh, and that's a nice swing, and that's the first time that we've seen Jill Porter into the match for Monroe. Looks like she is playing right side for the Bearcats right now. Avery Davidson to the service line. Jill Porter with her first kill. I believe this is the first time I've seen her on STSPN.com. Nice serve there going after Atwood, and Eastwood goes up and just tips that one off the block. She gets a kill there. Sam Zimmerman into pass. Kind of a two-person serve receive against the senior Lauren Dimmelin. Sarah Day involved, but she's really pushed over to the left sideline. It's Carpenter and Zimmerman. Carpenter, perfect pass from her for McGovern. Sophia Barber, oh, looking for the hands. Everybody's looking for the hands. No touch detected. It is a point for the Timberwolves. I didn't see the touch either. Don't have a great viewpoint, but it looked like that ball made it clean over the top and just out. Dimmelin continues to serve for Jackson down the line. Nice pass from Day. Coming back right side, there's Porter, and that's blocked. Somehow dug by Barber, back up over the net. Paige Wilson gets a swing. Sarah Day with a dig out of the back row. Now Carpenter sends a down ball, and it's too much to handle. Lexi Carpenter, the libero, with a kill for Monroe. That brings some smiles to the Bearcat faces. Lexi Carpenter back to the service line. Not necessarily fighting for your life. No matter what happens in this match, your season goes on. But you definitely want to be on the top end of the double elimination bracket for as long as possible. Sarah Day, nice swing over the top by her. Dig by Atwood. Push to the outside. Paige Wilson hammers it off the tape. Good hustle by Day. Perez pushes it over the top. Pick up by Johnson. Atwood outside again. Paige Wilson, as the block just didn't quite get up in time. Wilson gets her 7th kill of the night. Taylor Eastwood to the service line for Jackson. Little shuffle in the serve receive, and Eastwood trying to go short into a hole, misses there. Jill Porter checks out of the match. Brooke Barnes checks in to serve and set. Brings Tatum McGovern to the front row along with Sarah Day, Lilia Perez. Nice serve from Barnes. Wilson with a pickup, little one-handed wonder from Eastwood. Dig by Carpenter. Right side, swing from McGovern, popped up by Eastwood, run down by Pistol. That ball is brought back over, free ball from Wilson. Carpenter again. Barnes now to the right side. McGovern turns that ball down the line. Haley Pistol, nice read and pick up from her. Paige Wilson hammers that one off the block, and a double contact call. That one was tight as well. So I'm not sure that we've seen a couple really tight calls and a couple balls that maybe could have been called. You look for consistency at any point in time. Brooke Barnes sends that ball back out of play. Service error, give Paige Wilson the serve. Wilson has been a terror for the Bearcats from the service line. She's got 3 aces tonight. That ball right at McGovern. Perfect pass from her. Barnes in the middle for Perez. And that ball is down. Lilia Perez with her second kill. Megan Toomey's going to check in to serve. Avery Davidson back into the front row, taking the place of Samantha Zimmerman. Nice float from Toomey. Good pass from Wilson. Here's Ciara Cho. She misses. Net violation called. And it's Lilia Perez in the net for the Bearcats. So they had done the work, just a little overzealous with the block reach, and that's the difficult part of blocking. You have to penetrate over the net. Otherwise, you're going to get tooled every time, but you're taking the risk of staying over too long, touching that top tape on the way down, which is illegal. Avery Davidson misfires there. And Jackson with Olivia Skibble at the service line. She did not start tonight. She's a junior, 6'1" middle. Avedoni started. Jackson with a pair of talented middles coming back next year. There's a big swing from Tatum McGovern. She's into double digits. She's got leads all hitters with 10 kills on the night. If you're looking for this Jackson team for next year, they're going to graduate Atwood, Dimmelin, and Cho out of their starting lineup. And Eastwood, sorry. So they're graduating 4 big contributors, but they have some beautiful pieces of this puzzle together, including Christina Johnson, who is a junior this year. She's at the service line now. Has done a fantastic job as a right side this year. Avery Davidson, that's a tight set collision at the net, and what's the call there? Call a violation under the net on Barnes as she tries to set that 1 point for the Timberwolves. Johnson. Toomey. Run down by Barnes. Here's the big high reach of Davidson. Off the block. Good pickup by Johnson. Here she comes out of the back row. Off the tape, McGovern. Barnes outside for Davidson. Big reach again right at Wilson. Eastwood. Johnson out of the back row. Roll shot over the top. Pick up by Barnes. Out of system set for McGovern from Carpenter. She goes right after Johnson. Here's Eastwood. Cho pounded off the block. Pick up by Barnes. Out of system set from Carpenter again. Davidson hammers that one down the line. And Avery Davidson with her 7th kill of the match. Nice job there by Monroe as that ball just keeps coming. Then Jackson did a good job of holding them out of system, but they just kept recycling until they get the kill. McGovern. Paige Wilson, perfect pass for her. Eastwood, Ciara Cho. Oh, that's so dangerous. What a pancake by Tatum McGovern. Pick up a dig there, swing by Davidson, dug by Wilson. Johnson gets another swing out of the back row. Carpenter with a set roll shot picked up by Cho. Here's Ciara Cho, swings off the block. She's way under the net. There's got to be a call there. And that's going to be a point for the Bearcats. What a pancake. What hasn't Tatum McGovern done today? She has been outstanding. Leads all hitters with 10 kills. She's got a pair of aces. She's been on a couple blocks. Now she's got a pancake dig. Taylor Eastwood bumps that for Ciara Cho. Nice rundown by Lexi Carpenter. McGovern sets for Davidson. Davidson goes down the line. Haley Pistol, what a pickup. Wilson, free ball from Cho. Carpenter. McGovern. Barber reaches and it's wide. Just wide. No touch detected. Thought Sophia Barber had that one, but it just missed. Nobody able to get a touch. Lauren Atwood comes into the service line. Watch for that low, flat, clean serve just above the height of the tape. Oh, there it is. That one was drifting. Carpenter passes 17 feet off. Big swing from Porter. What a pickup. Tatum McGovern, Lexi Carpenter into the stands, just about. Great hustle from the libero Carpenter. Great pickup from Tatum McGovern, but at the end of the day, just too much from the Jackson Timberwolves. They've got themselves a bit of a lead. They're trying to close this one out here in straight sets. Lauren Atwood misfires there. The Monroe Bearcats fighting for their life in this match here in set number 3. Set number 2 is about as close as it could get. Jackson came back and won it 28-26, 25-21. Avery Davidson at the service line for the Bearcats. Great serve from her. Nice play from Paige Wilson. What a set from Eastwood. What a swing from Wilson. She has made a huge impact here this afternoon for the Jackson Timberwolves. She's been in on a block. She's got 3 aces. She's got 8 kills. Senior Lauren Dimmelins at the service line. She goes down the line. Sarah Day, perfect pass. Sophia Barber in the middle. She hammers that one off of Christina Johnson. Nice quick connection in the middle between McGovern and Barber. Lexi Carpenter to the service line. She misfires on that one. Would probably like to have that back. Taylor Eastwood at the service line. Last time she got him in kind of a funky rotation, but she missed the serve to short 2. This time she just goes deep right at Carpenter, and McGovern can't handle. Nice serve from Eastwood. Give her credit for the ace on that one on our extremely unofficial stat sheet here. Eastwood continues to serve. That ball short in front of Porter. There's another ace for Taylor Eastwood, and Jackson starting to wander away with set number 3. April Munoz, head coach for the Monroe Bearcats, wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well here on STSPN.com.
Did you know that Speedway Chevrolet is part of the Lee Johnson Auto family? That means 84 years of serving you the LJ way. Need a truck? We have the perfect truck to fit your needs. Half tons, 1 ton, 2-wheel drives, and 4-wheel drives. Our finance specialists are here to help you, whether you have good credit or bad credit. We're just off Highway 522 at West Main Street in Monroe.
Lee Johnson Auto Family, the LJ way.
Welcome back inside Jackson High School. We're here for District 1 4A volleyball. It's the first round. It's Jackson and Monroe. Jackson with a 2-0 lead and a 4-point lead here in set number 3. I'm Matty Bishop. Today's match is brought to you by Uprising Volleyball. Check them out at uprisingvolleyball.com. They're beach indoor hybrid teams. Jill Porter pops that one up in the air, run down by Lexi Carpenter. Free ball sent by Sam Zimmerman. There's Lauren Atwood outside now. Paige Wilson, who's been very good tonight. Pick up by Carpenter and Zimmerman. Lexi Carpenter gets hit in the head on that one by some part of Sam Zimmerman's body. Lexi looks to be okay. This dump over, double contact called against Christina Johnson. And April Munoz checking to see if Lexi Carpenter's all right as she catches some sort of elbow, knee, hip, otherwise piece of Sam Zimmerman to the side of her head. She looks to be okay. Brooke Barnes checks in to serve and set. Tatum McGovern to the front row. She leads all hitters with 10 kills in the match. Sarah Day and Lilia Perez join her. Jackson working out of rotation 1. Olivia Skibbles the middle. There she gets the set, and she hammers it down through the hands of Zimmerman. Olivia Skibbles come on and been a spark here for the Jackson Timberwolves. Paige Wilson back to the service line. The senior Ciara Cho back in to hit left pen for Jackson. And your right side, Christina Johnson. Your libero, we haven't talked a lot about her. She is Haley Pistol, junior. Libero Diaz has done a fantastic job this year. There's the overfeed. Olivia Skibble with the easy kill. Replay called. Oh, my. The ball either broke the plane or it did not. You have to make a definitive call if you're an up ref there. The defender is not allowed to so what he's calling that the setter was under the net. The defender was over the net, and he's calling a replay. That is not good officiating. One of those two things happened before the other. You need to make a definitive call on that play. As it is, we will replay the 18-14 point. Paige Wilson serving. Sam Zimmerman, perfect pass from her. Lilia Perez misfires in the middle, looking for a touch. No touch detected. Paige Wilson continuing to serve. She has been excellent for the Timberwolves tonight, this afternoon, whatever time it is. Playoffs are strange like that. McGovern, Barnes, nice jump set from her. McGovern pops it up. Skibble with the dig. Set from Eastwood, roll shot over by Johnson. Here's Brooke Barnes looking for McGovern again. She misfires on the cutty there. 4 contacts is the call. Monroe just a little discombobulated here, trying to find something that works. Again, sometimes that's a difficulty of youth. You work in spurts, and when those spurts go wrong, it ends up in overfeeds and easy kills. Olivia Skibble, 3 kills now here in set number 3. Jackson running away with it. April Munoz, not sure there's a lot she can do. So the loser of this match goes to a loser out match at Marysville-Pilchuck on November 2nd at 5 o'clock. They will play the loser of the winner, or the loser of the matchup between the winner of Glacier Peak Mount Vernon, which is happening right now. The winner of that one will face Lake Stevens. The loser of that match will face the loser of this match Thursday at Marysville-Pilchuck. If that wasn't confusing enough for you, the winner of this match will play Kamiak Tuesday night at Kamiak. That one's pretty easy. Megan Toomey, she serves. Paige Wilson deals with that. Brooke Barnes with the dig. Out of system bump set from McGovern, and Monroe just can't quite control that one. Olivia Skibble to the service line. The senior Lauren Dimmelin back into the front row. Jackson has been very good down the stretch. This is a fun team to watch. Taylor Eastwood is a phenomenal setter. Left-handed, very talented. Lauren Dimmelin, one of the better middles in Wesco 4A. Paige Wilson, young, exciting player to watch. And there's Ciara Cho. Never to be forgotten about Ciara Cho with that big, high arm swing. She's got a variety of shots up there. She is phenomenal. She's got 7 kills on the night. Monroe takes a timeout. We're going to stay right here with you on STSPN.com and say thank you real quick to you for watching. Right, it's our viewership here on STSPN.com. Those numbers go up. We get more volleyball broadcasts. That is important. So tell your friends, tell your family. You can go back and watch these archive matches. You can watch a whole season worth. You can send matches off to college coaches. But help support, help us get more views here. Sponsors like that. If the sponsors are happy, Todd, our producer, the mastermind of STSPN.com, is happy. And that means when Todd's happy, that means we get more volleyball. So let's keep that going. Also, make sure that we're thanking those sponsors in person if possible. Ace Hardware and Lake Stevens stepped up huge this year to come up and sponsor high school volleyball, made a big impact on our community. Make sure you take some time to thank them. Give them a call. Stop by, thank them. McDaniel's Do It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, all deserve a lot of credit for this. GNS Heating and Cooling, and Speedway Chevrolet. Lilia Perez with the swing in the middle. Nice job by Dimmelin to get up on that block. Outside for Avery Davidson, and it's Christina Johnson and Lauren Dimmelin with the block again, and Jackson has match point. Here in set number 3. They have been very good, very consistent, very strong tonight. Olivia Skibble, the spark at the service line. She didn't start, but she finishes with the service ace. Jackson High School moves on. They will face Kamiak on the winner's side of the bracket Tuesday night at Kamiak. That's a 7 p.m. first serve. As we mentioned a moment ago, Monroe's next match will be at 5 p.m. at Marysville-Pilchuck High School on November 2nd. That's Thursday. They will play against the loser of Lake Stevens, and whoever wins this afternoon's Mount Vernon versus Glacier Peak matchup. This is District 1 4A playoffs. Coming up in just a moment, we've got your Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match here on STSPN.com. Stick around, everybody. We'll be right back. Are we bringing her up here? where the Jackson Timberwolves have won their District 1 for a first-round playoff matchup against the Monroe Bearcats in 3 sets here today. I am here with our Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match sophomore outside hitter for the Timberwolves, Paige Wilson. Paige, you had a huge impact on this match tonight, offensively and from the service line. There was a point where it looked like Monroe was going to get away with set number 2, and you guys fought back. Talk to me a little bit about that fight back and about what that mindset is that you guys have in a situation like that.
Yeah, we always we need to strive for a lot of energy in the end, and I think we all worked together and pushed really hard because we wanted that win more than anything.
So, Paige, you have a couple amazing seniors on your team tonight, or this year. Your setter, primarily Taylor Eastwood. You've got an amazing senior middle and another outside, but they have really incorporated the underclassmen into their offense, into their whole system this year. Talk to me a little bit about the leadership of those girls and what it's like to work with them.
Yeah, Taylor and Ciara and Dem all have amazing attitudes, and it's really great to see them, and they push us to do better all the time, and I think they do an amazing job as upperclassmen to push us to hopefully go to state this year.
So, Paige, you've worked through some adversity this year. Your whole team has worked through some adversity this year with different injuries and things of that nature. One thing that has really impressed me about you guys is that no matter what lineup's on the floor, you guys are always out there working hard. Talk to me a little bit, or talk to the younger players who are watching this out there about that mindset and what the key to that kind of success is.
Yeah, I mean, if you're pushing really hard and you're working really hard all the time, we practice, we condition all the time, and we all work together as a team with a ton of energy, and that really pushes us to work together and become a better team as a whole.
Well, Paige, outstanding job tonight. Congratulations. It's our Speedway Chevrolet Player of the Match, Paige Wilson, sophomore outside hitter for the Jackson High School Timberwolves. Jackson is moving on to the second round of the the District 1 for a playoffs. That'll be Tuesday night at Kamiak, 7 p.m. Hey, we've got more playoff volleyball coming for you here on STSPN.com. We've got some 3A matchups from Snohomish Tuesday night, and then we've got some 4A matchups coming on Thursday from Marysville-Pilchuck High School. Check out uprisingvolleyball.com, STSPN.com for more details. We'll have those schedules and those broadcast times up for you as soon as possible. On behalf of Todd, the producer, our player of the match, Paige Wilson, our presenting sponsor, Ace Hardware, as well as McDaniel's Do-It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, GNS Heating and Cooling, and Uprising Volleyball. I'm Matty Bishop, everyone. Thanks for watching the Snohomish Times Sports Network.